These price tags right here are the single biggest trap on the internet for PC builders at the moment. I know that these look like incredible deals for what would be the price of a takeaway, but what I found wasn't just cheap parts, it was hidden shipping costs, fake specs, and zombie hardware that might not even make it or survive to your country or destination. So before you open your wallet, take a look at this video because I've spent the last 48 hours digging through the bargain bins of AliExpress so that you don't have to. First up, the Frankenstein combos. So you see these £30 kits with a CPU, RAM and motherboard, and it sounds like an absolute steal. But here's the catch. Look at the VRMs. They're actually basically decoration. These are recycled server chips shoved onto cheap hacked together boards, and if it breaks, which let's be honest it probably will, finding a BIOS update is not an easy task. So with these boards and combos, you're not buying a warranty, you're buying a bit of a prayer. Most of these X99 boards are actually hacked H81 chipsets that are forced to run DDR3 RAM. Then you're putting a 135 watt TDP Xeon CPU on a board with a 4-phase power delivery system that is meant for 65 watt office chips. So it's not just bad cooling, it's actually literally exceeding the amperage rating of the semiconductor device that acts as an electronically controlled switch or amplifier that controls the current flow of the board, or the MOSFET as it's otherwise known. Now let's be fair, CPUs can be where AliExpress, say versus Amazon, might make sense if you're brave, and that's with tray CPUs, which are basically bulk sold processors for PC manufacturers that come without retail packaging, coolers or full warranties, which actually makes them cheaper. But if you don't know what you're looking for, no box, no fan, and the likelihood that it probably came from OEM surplus. So for builders who know what they're doing, this can save you £30 to £50 or dollars, but check the reseller rating. If it's shop 918234 with 1 star or no stars, run away very quickly. The catch isn't performance, it's paperwork. These represent a grey market, as it were. You usually lose the official 3-year AMD manufacturer warranty because you aren't the system integrator. You're relying entirely on AliExpress buyer protection, which sometimes expires in 15 to 75 days. So next up we have zombie GPUs. This is one of the biggest danger zones. Certified original, refurbished. What does that even mean? What it usually means is it spent 3 years in a mining farm running at 90 degrees. The physical wear is one thing, but check the VBIOS, as miners often flash custom low voltage timings onto these cards to optimize hash rates. And if you don't know how to reflash a stock BIOS using NVFlash, that RX 5080 might crash the second you try to install official drivers. So yes, you may save a little bit of cash now, but you will pay for it when the fans rattle like a lawnmower or the memory chips fry within a month. Grounding pins just simply can't save you here, unfortunately. And here is the final boss, shipping. So you've saved X amount on the part or parts, but you have to wait 6 weeks for it to arrive. The time frame given here is a little suspicious, and I will admit my items have almost never arrived on the estimated delivery date in my experience. And you've also got the added extra of if it arrives dead on arrival, you've then got to pay to ship it back to China. The maths on this just doesn't work for a main rig. And don't forget the import tax roulette. If the seller declares the value correctly, customs themselves might slap a 20% plus handling fee on top. That's instantly wiping out your savings compared to maybe a used eBay listing or an Amazon purchase. So, the big question, is it actually worth the risk? Well, honestly, for 99% of us, probably not. The headache of waiting a month for a zombie GPU that might be dead on arrival, in my opinion, just isn't worth saving 20, 30, 40 quid. But I want to know, if I'm being too harsh here. Have you built a PC with these parts and it's actually survived more than a week? Or, yeah, basically just tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. I really want to hear the success stories or probably the horror stories. And if you want real world PC advice that protects your wallet instead of burning it, make sure that you are subscribed. And if you'd rather not keep a fire extinguisher next to your PC, I've built a safe, reliable budget setup for you. The links are in the description. Go take a look at them. And then lastly, there could be a new video on Monday. It might be delayed. That all depends on how hard I hit the festive snacks and how alive I'm actually feeling afterwards. But until then, enjoy the holidays and have a very Merry Christmas. Take care, everyone, and I will see you on the next one.